Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, anywhere you're watching us from in the world. This is News Review brought to you by Wisdom Yard Online Television, and I am Apako Jennifer. And with me in the studio, I have...
I'm Ahmed Abbas Olatunji by name. You can call me Sidon J, and you're welcome again to another edition of News Review on this Monday. Is it afternoon or morning? We're already in the afternoon.
Because the time in the world differs. So you can say morning because in Lagos, Nigeria, we're in the morning, and maybe some other places that might be in the afternoon. But anywhere you are watching us from, good day to you. Well, this happens to be the first news review for this week, and you know how we do it on News Review. We bring to you news headlines that made it to the top. We'll talk about it. We don't do it alone, yes. We'll talk about ours here, then you talk about yours in the comment section. The first one here, we have the Punch. Some skit makers make more than $20,000 monthly. Kamo, wow. Work resumes on Lagos Canal after Punch reports. Adeleke hosts Women's World Cup stars Ajibade Imuran. Don't dump El Rufai, VONDG begs Tinubu. On Vanguard, fresh fuel price hike looms as landing cost rises by 37.4%. Kogi decides, rising stakes huddles before 18 candidates. Coup, dialogue, diplomacy, repaying Panakia, Action Aid tells ECOWAS. Why I baited Delhi with human head, 26-year-old suspected ritualist confesses. Daily Post, interview, Simon Epa, a conman, opportunist, IPOB lawyer, Ejiofor. 100 hours weekly, not good enough for doctors, Saraki. Niger Republic, Tinubu got desperately dragging Nigeria into war, PDP. Tinubu picked wrong fight, imposing hardship on Nigerians, Pastor Tunde Bakare. I didn't reject El Rufai's ministerial nomination, Governor Uba Sani. The Sun, apologize to Nigerians for bad governance, Labour Party tells APC. Anxiety, tension, uncertainty as Nigerians await PEPT verdicts. How Governor Sule plotted Adamu Al-Mukura's exit in Nasarawa's politics. APC policies anti-people, Pastor Bakare. Then the last but not the least, we have The Nation. Nigeria emerged third best English-speaking nation in Africa. Ooh. Speeding driver kills 5, survives as boss somersaults in Anambra. Seplat Energy to end gas flaring by Q4 2024. BB Niger All-Stars jury evicts Uriel. Those are the headlines we have on today's newspapers. We'll be going on a short commercial break now, then when we get back, we'll talk more about it. Don't go anywhere, stay with us, we'll be right back.
Nokpa for management of power.
You're welcome back from that short commercial break. That was Nokpa, and that is Nokpa, the great hero we've always been telling you about. If you've not gotten your Nokpa, after all the talks, everyday talks, I and Sidonje do talk about it. We even show you Nokpa every day.
I don't want to talk too much about Nokpa, you know.
Yeah. And if you've not gotten yours, definitely you are doing yourself. Let me just say it like that. You are doing yourself.
Try Nokpa, and you know what Nokpa is talking about.
He's saying that in what will I call you?
I'm using phone.
Phonetics. So you need to get the complete package. It is affordable. I'm telling you, and I can bring it to your doorstep.
Yeah, actually.
Just order. I will bring it myself to your doorstep.
She's a good
don't worry. Yeah. No, I don't want to know wherever you are in the world. It can be Dubai. Just send my tickets, fee, and all that. I'll bring it.
Yeah.
Back to business. You see, the first headline we want to talk about here. It's not part of the ones we actually
read out.
The one I read out.
Okay.
But what will the commercial break? I just saw the news popped up, so I felt we have to talk about this one.
Okay, let's see what's
because
that.
I don't know where Nigeria is going. Nigeria is carrying us, go where we don't know. Bad economy. Goodbye to diapers. Welcome nappies. So babies now, goodbye to them.
No. Let's be sincere. Let's be sincere. I think coming back to napkin is normal, because even our fathers that we are following that give birth to us, it was napkin they used for them.
Should we in civilization that brought pampers?
Even me, I use napkin too.
I use napkin now.
So I think all these pampers, baby, there's something attached to that pampers that is making them to look dull. They are not sharp. Yes, they were the one doing TikTok up and down, disturbing the neighborhood. I'm telling you. So
no, some of them actually use nappies.
No, you can't tell me that. See, let me tell you the truth. Napkin is what although pampers is more, how will I put it, more preservative, or there's nothing good about pampers, because number one, it is cost.
And I should say, nappy is even economical.
I'm telling you.
Because you can use just 4 pieces
of clothes
for as long as you want.
Once they have putting it together like this.
As long as you are neat. Forget.
So I don't know the reason why people still go for pampers. That is, you are spending money.
No, diapers actually save time. You just clip it. Then maybe once the baby messes up.
Hello. As if the work they are doing then, the bank work you are doing then is different from the bank work they are doing. The thing
about nappies, you have to wash it, and who has that time to wash diapers?
Is there no time before? That's what I want. See, let me tell you something. It depends on the way you schedule yourself. It's just like fast food. There's no fast food like the way it is now before. And people do cook and they eat and they still meet up with time. You don't get it. Depends on you, because everybody is now being there. Yes, we are being cowards in every aspect. I'm telling you, you will see girls that they will be telling you that me, I cannot say did this, I cannot do that. It's because they see people that is doing it for them.
One of my friends actually, she gave birth. And her mom was like, okay, I'll buy you, when I go to the market now, I'll get you nappy. She was like, who will use it? I cannot even touch it. I was like,
And if you check, her mother use napkin.
Of course.
Her mother, imagine. So I don't know the reason why. See, we need to go back to all these things, because if you want to be, if Nigeria wants to meet up with the normal standard of life now, you have to check basic. Like, you have to be a ritualist. I'm telling you.
You really have to be a ritualist to meet up with this standard.
For my house, I don't know about your house or yours. I cannot cook beans again. No.
Beans.
I don't have time to cook beans again.
Let me now tell you the funny aspect. Well, congratulate me.
Congratulations.
I got a coal pot.
Wow. You are just coming up. Very soon
I got a coal pot already.
Very soon you buy three stones that you'll be putting firewood.
I need it.
Don't worry.
I need it.
Don't worry, they won't tell you.
Because gas is now.
Okay,
well,
play.
Before the advent of diapers, which have become the most partner for today's nursing mothers, the conventional method of cleaning up babies and keeping them from pooing in their dresses was nappy. A nappy is a piece of soft white cloth which is fastened around the baby's bottom in order to soak up urine and feces. Nappies held sway until the turn of the 21st century, when innovation brought about diapers. At the time, the major criticism of nappies is that due to the reusable nature, it is susceptible to germs. But diapers, a piece of disposable and more comfortable piece of cloth, is adjudged clinically hygienic and far better than nappy. Mrs. Juliana Oladele, a businesswoman, said she uses up to 4 to 5 diapers for her baby of 4 months in a day, and a pack hardly lasts for 3 weeks. She said the cost of diapers is increasing every day, with different brands being introduced in the markets. The cost of 60 pieces of diapers is now 10,000 naira.
Wow.
And I use 4 to 5 diapers for my 4-month-old baby in a day, because I am substituting it with nappies. A pack of diapers hardly lasts 3 weeks. So when you buy a pack of diapers, 10,000 naira. You cannot use it for 3
See, let me tell you the truth. See, don't let us be saying because we want to meet up or you want to feel like you are rich in your house.
See, you just go into debt.
The truth is that let me give you guys advice. If you don't want to follow, Jennifer will not follow my advice. But I love you guys, and I don't want you to be doing things that will not favor you. What I will tell you is that go back to napkin jejely, because some people even watch diapers.
Sure,
you know that?
They'll just remove the jellies.
Yes, they'll watch it.
But
what's not the difference?
What's
not the difference?
Instead, go back to your white clothes.
Simple. You
With
see,
your rubber
you are the
napkin.
one that is saying white. You can use any cloth for napkin.
If you have Ankara,
If it's
cut
Ankara,
it.
if it's, but don't use place on the wall. Because
Bro, no. The preserved cloth is better. The white napkin is better.
Why?
For nappies.
why?
Even using nappies shows how neat a mother is.
See, either you are neat or not. If you use, there are some white that.
No, you know
there are some white clothes.
Ankaras have chemicals in them already.
Oh, that's true.
For the
though.
baby.
That's true. But what of white clothes? Okay, you thought all these white clothes are original.
No, I'm not saying that.
Okay.
But you know, Ankara, different colors and all that.
We're in the
On-
comment
on
section,
baby
sorry.
skin.
Someone said, kudos to Jennifer Sidon J. Orilua wrote to me. Okay. He said,
Thank
Sidon
you.
J, hope your wife is not watching this show. She's never abide to the rules of using napkins. Jennifer, are you the generation of Pampers? Because... Answer the question. Answer is...
I am not. I used snappy.
It's a lie.
Sorry.
We-
I used snappy.
It's only your mom.
My mother told
It's only
me.
your mom that can tell us this.
My mother told me I used snappy.
Francis Okoli said, well done, guys. And another comment to Jennifer. They said, Jennifer, are you the generation of napkins?
Why are you guys directing the questions to me? Yes, I
Because-
used
wait,
snappy.
do you know the reason why? You look like Indomie generation.
No.
Yes. Kenny.
No.
Let's move on.
Well, before reading the next headline here, just give Nigeria 3 bosa. Big bosa.
Bosa. Bosa.
Better. Please, I want you to do the same at home.
They've done it.
Nigeria emerged third best English-speaking nation in Africa.
Wait, is that why you say I should do Bosa?
Yes, no.
I collect my Bosa. I collect my Bosa. I collect my... See.
No, it's not easy now.
Easy for what? Another man's language.
Third best.
Oh, see, this is what we are saying. Let me tell you something you don't understand. Do you actually know that one of the factors that promoted English language in Nigeria is religion? Mm-hmm. Do you believe that?
Yes.
It is Christianity. Because when they came, the missionaries, when they came for a mission, they came to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ, and they brought Bible. And if you don't know how to read, if you don't know how to read and write, you cannot have access to the Bible. Are you getting that?
Sure.
So then, once they build their churches, they build their schools. That's why when you see Anglican church, you see Anglican school, Wesley church, Wesley school, Catholic church, Catholic schools, and those 7.
And I even attended Wesley school.
You just imagine. So that was one of the factors that promoted English, and then people does not want to accept English language being our official language. And some people say, okay, what language should we be speaking? They say Pidgin. And when they look at Pidgin, Pidgin is a Creole language. What do I mean by Creole? Like a language that's still under development. Everybody did not accept Pidgin.
Just like French.
You understand?
Some people define French as edekede or okoro.
You understand? So, but me, I prefer Pidgin. But I know that English language has been a very good language. Are you getting it now? That has to be the bridge that came through, that came across all the ethnicity in Nigeria. Because just look at it. If Yoruba is our official language, if you want to tell your sister to go and bring a violet bucket that you want to use it to bathe, how will you tell your sister?
A violet bucket.
Yeah.
Ike ni.
Ike aláwọ̀ violet or let's say you want to buy
There will be no colors.
you want to buy purple marker. You go to my shop now, you want to buy purple marker.
I'll just point.
So to be sincere, English language has its own advantage.
Sure.
But the disadvantages
and it is
is
even
what?
helping in interacting with other tribes.
That's what I'm saying. Like it
Like
serves as
Yoruba
the
wanting
bridge.
to
Yes.
interact with Hausas. I don't understand Hausa. You don't understand Yoruba. So the best thing to do is bring in English.
So that's what I'm saying. Like it serves as the bridge that come across all the ethnicity in Nigeria. But this is the disadvantage. Do you actually know that English language has made us to know that to live our culture? Yes, English language do not have respect. Anybody is hello, hi. Even if you see your
Even
papa.
when talking to your mother, you address her as you.
I'm talking to you, you are looking at me like, just imagine. Are you getting? So those are we left our culture and believe in their culture because language is an essential tool that changes society. Are you getting it now? So one of the disadvantages of English language is that it took all our culture, as in almost, let me say 90% of our culture in Nigeria, English language has already. Look at it. I asked people, I asked some set of people that what is the meaning of white wedding? White wedding. Say if you want to do wedding now, you have to do white wedding. That means it is their own culture. It's not like
It is.
You understand?
Actually.
I don't know the reason why people.
Our own year is just traditional.
You understand? People cannot wear
Traditional.
ashoke to do their white wedding. Why? You can actually find ashoke that is white in color and wear it on your
Our
white.
own year is everything about tradition, like the normal for us here, traditional marriage.
So you
but
say,
when you are now going to court, you are now borrowing.
Yes, thank you for that. We borrow everything in Nigeria. Language, we borrow. Imagine we dey borrow coach to come and coach us.
But I am happy to tell you, Nigeria emerged third best English-speaking nation in Africa.
Just see, even if you see doctors now, after graduating, where are they going to? UK.
UK.
I don't know, we are still under slavery. We still under these people. You don't understand.
God, I beg. Nigeria has emerged as third best in Africa and 28th globally in the EF English Proficiency Index ranking. The nation length the ranking was for countries classified as non-native English speaking. 20 African countries appeared in the ranking, which was released in November 2022, with South Africa ranking 12th globally and first in Africa, while Kenya ranks 28th globally and second in Africa. Others on the list in Africa are Ghana, 44th globally and 4th in Africa, Uganda, 55th globally and 5th in Africa, amongst others. The Netherlands stands at the number one global spot, while Singapore takes the second position. Well, congratulations to Nigeria. Well, but me, I don't think...
Who's the first position?
And the first position, I don't know.
If Nigeria is the third, I want to know the first and second.
I don't know.
I want to know that country. Seriously. I think you said Singapore is the second.
Netherlands first, number one global sport. Singapore takes second position.
Wow, that's nice. But Nigerians, you are trying. I give it to you guys because we don't have choice. See, we are brilliant in Nigeria. There's no language you bring here that we won't speak.
Sure. To
be sincere. But if they say Pidgin should be our official language now. So everybody, and people don't actually know that there's a difference between Pidgin and English. Pidgin and broken. That's what I want to say. Do you know that? The real Pidgin, most of Nigerians don't understand it. I'm telling you. But the one that we speak like Afana, how you dey, waiting they
those are broken.
They are just English. Broken English.
They are not Pidgin.
The Yoruba of Lagos are Bawo ni, Kilo Nṣẹlẹ̀, Níbo lo wà. It's
even
broken
Yoruba. Has broken.
Yeah, that's broken Yoruba. The real Yoruba is your dialect. The language you speak from your dialect, like that's the real Yoruba, the Oyo, the Egba, the whatever. Are you getting now? So we don't actually have
Ijebu.
I'm telling you. So English language has been helping us so much, to be sincere. Yes, it has been helping us.
The next one, why I bathe daily with human head. 26-year-old suspected ritualist confesses. We read this last week here, I guess.
Damn.
The photographer and a boutique owner, who has a human head in his house. So he has now told us. He came out to tell us the reason he has human head in his wardrobe.
Yeah, let us know the reason.
A 26-year-old suspected ritualist, Franklin Akinyosui, had explained why he bathes daily with a human head. Akinyosui said that he purchased the human skull and other parts from an herbalist in Osun State. The suspect, who was paraded weekend alongside other suspected criminals by the Ondo State Police Command, said in an interview that he was acting on the instruction of an herbalist to boost his photography and boutique business, which was facing untold hardship. According to him, I am a photographer and I own a boutique as well. It was last year that my uncle took me to a herbalist. I explained to him that my business wasn't moving well, so he asked me to pay 200,000 to make concussion, for which I paid within 3 weeks. After it was done, he called me to come pick it, and that was last year, November. He directed me that I should be bathing with the human head every Thursday at exactly 1 a.m. I used it for 1 month, but didn't see any difference in my business. So I had to call the herbalist and told him to refund my money. I also asked him to come and pick the human head, as well as he refused to come and pick it. But he has started refunding my money because he already sent me 20,000 naira. So on that fateful day, I decided to go and throw it away. So I dropped it at my backyard. Unfortunately, I went out, and before I could return, my landlord's children saw it, informed their father, and they ultimately called the police. After we were arrested, the herbalist claimed that he paid someone to get the human head, the suspect said. Speaking on the suspected ritualist, the police spokesperson, Fumi Odunlami, said that a human skull was found in his possession, and further interrogation and investigation led to the arrest of one Oyego Kedare, an evangelist. Wait, evangelist. Who do they call evangelist again?
No, it's normal.
Follower of Christ.
This is Nigeria.
Wait, Shay. they are followers of Christ. Okay? An evangelist who gave the skull and other fetish materials to the suspect. She added that one Oyelade Sharaf, an herbalist who also confessed to have helped in procuring the skull from one Ashekun, a vigilante in Ikirun, was arrested. The police image maker said that 2 other suspects mentioned in connection with the state are currently at large. So this was the reason, because you wanted to improve your own business.
Before you talk, let me ask a question. He said it when he was being apprehended that why is it that people are doing, you are doing ritual, are you getting it now, but you are not doing protection?
You know, you mentioned something last week. You said you are doing ritual, you are living in the rented apartment. So you could get that 200,000 naira to pay the man.
But you cannot use that 200,000 naira to boost your business. See, let me tell you.
There are many ways of boosting your business.
Let me tell you the truth. You see, what we lack in Nigeria, most of us youths, is that we lack sensitization. We lack vision. You know, when you don't have vision, you see yourself like you are still stagnant. You are in a place, you are not moving forward. Now, let me tell you, the problem we have as youth of Nigerians is that we are not calm. We are not calm to see what we are capable of doing. You have the mind to also for 200k so that you can do level, so that for your business to upgrade. So you cannot be calm and use that spirit to also for that 200k so that you can.
That 200,000, if you spend it in the right channel
of your business
will go higher than you ever think.
What is? Let me tell you, the guy is not contented, and most of the guys, youths outside there, most of them will tell you that there's nothing they can do to survive than fraud or do ritual. Well, I'm not saying there's no African belief or spirituality, but I think what they need to do, what our government needs to do about this thing is those people that used to do this ritual for them, they are the ones that's supposed to be apprehended. Because why will you sit down?
They should be apprehended.
Yes.
Even the people that are going there, because they are not going to the house to get them. They are the ones going there.
If I
so
come to
wait, calm down. Once they are being apprehended, then I don't think they should be bailed on any accounts.
You see all this babalawo or spiritual or afa or pastor that used to do ritual for guys. See, if they arrest 10 in a local government or a state, I know most of the rest, they will sunraki. You know what I mean by sunraki? They will try and talk to themselves like, this business that we are doing, is not supposed to be the one we are supposed to be. Because you are not encouraging us to.
You have this power to do so many things. And even you have the power, you are not even using it for our country.
You understand?
Because sometimes you'll be like, where are these people that are claiming they have this power? Where are they?
If the man that did this level for this guy that using score for him, if he had told the guy that, come, what I say about you are going to be rich, just be calm. Don't do this, don't do that. He will have changed his mind.
No, definitely he will go somewhere else.
Even
but if they are the same, if they keep telling him the same thing, definitely he will change his mind.
But this guy said he didn't see the work within a week that he started beating with the head. So what is that? A month, imagine. You waited for a month and I know he will have relented in his business. Because he believes that this thing, you understand.
Goes to start patronizing you. Wait, with that human score, is that the solution to your business?
No,
photography has gone far beyond what you think.
Thank you. Now there is another that says Entoba Wakua in Yoruba language.
Is it ghost you want to be snapping?
Because I don't understand this guy. You have
every day people are going for shoots. You are not seeing any patronage. Then definitely photography is not your calling.
See, they should just.
Why don't you try something else?
This boy and everybody that is connected to him should be jailed. So that people can learn a very big lesson from there, because
he's not jailed alone, no. It's not. They shouldn't be jailed because eventually they might be free. Maybe amnesty or whatever. I don't even want to know. They shouldn't be jailed. The ritualists, the herbalists, the evangelists, everything. Ritualists, herbalists, evangelists, and those.
Wait, why? So they still refer to that man as an evangelist with all this thing that he has done.
Yes, now. No. He pictured himself to the world as an evangelist.
Wow, that's nice.
And you know, some people will be somewhere kneeling down, Daddy.
Holding his leg, using his name to pray.
Lay your hands on us and pray.
This country.
Well, the last 1 year. 100 hours weekly call not good for doctors, Saraki. Former Senate President Dr. Bukola Saraki has expressed shock over the revelation that medical doctors in Nigeria for 100 hours in a work. to work for 100 hours in a week, rather. He made the remark when officials of the National Association of Resident Doctors, NERD, paid him a visit on Saturday after the suspension of their strike. Daily Post reports that Saraki commended the doctors for their patriotic decision to call off the strike. According to the former Senate president, who is also a medical doctor, the one that shocked me most was the revelation that many of the members put in over 100 hours of service every week. I remember that as a young doctor working in the hospitals, the maximum hour I was doing per week was 72 hours. The UK and most countries have since reduced the maximum number of hours a doctor can work in a week for safety reasons. Yet in our country, some doctors still put in over 100 hours. This constitutes a danger to the patients those doctors attend to, he added. Why would you think you want to work for 100 hours? Even machine after a long time working, they get break.
Wait, I'm not even, see, even doctors are trying and they are even working more than these 100 hours that you are thinking they are working. They can work more than 100 hours. Do you know that? Because doctors are this kind of set of workers that they don't have limited time on their work. They can call doctors at any time. Sir, we have an emergency. And you know, doctors transfer work to themselves. You understand? Because they have different aspects. You know, you can have a doctor that is specialist. They are specialized in this kind of patient or this kind of pain. You understand? So they have different people. So if you cannot undo one, they will transfer it to another. You understand? So for you to be a doctor, all our doctors, they are really trying, and that's why when they went on strike before the suspension of the strike, how will I put it? I supported the strike. Why? Because they need to be attended to in a very good manner. So now this man that is talking about them working for 100 hours, fine. If you want them to work for 100 hours, what are the things you put in place for them?
No, he's saying 100 hours is too much.
Okay, for them to be
for
working.
them to work.
That's true.
Even he was a doctor. He was a doctor before he became the Senate president. He said even as the young doctor he works for 72 hours in a week. Well,
he's saying something. We are still on the same page. Are you getting it now? But then there is no amount of work you want to do that will come up with the amount of money federal government can give you in Nigeria. You just have to know that anything you do, you are doing it for yourself and for the safety of Nigeria, not for government or anything. Even if the government said you should work more than 72 hours, you don't have a choice in Nigeria. If you don't want to do it, some other people will come and do it. That's Nigeria for you.
But that's too much.
Yeah, I know it's too much. So we need to talk to the government that they should.
If we'll be calculating 5 days in a week, let's just say 5 days in a week, they'll be working 20 hours. And
doctors' work are not easy. I'm telling you. Different people will just come to you. I'm having a headache. I'm having this. And they will be fine.
And you need to be, even while dealing with patients, you need to be very, very calm.
And that's why I see. Let me say this to you guys. If you have the opportunity to be on live today, thank God for your life, because I'm about to give you one thing that you don't know. See, if you go to if you use like 3 days in the hospital, and after that 3 days of being taken care of, you now go to church or mosque to go and do Thanksgiving. You're on a long thing. That's too bad. Yes, are you with me? Because why will a doctor treat you and you go to church to go or to Afar to go and say do appreciation, take money?
That's why if you visit the clinics sometimes, those mothers after delivery, they will celebrate at the hospital. People
that take care of you, they will celebrate the one you are supposed to.
No, not all actually, not all, but most of them will celebrate it there.
I don't understand. See, our perspective. Okay, look at this comment now about the last this thing. Someone said money ritual is a scam. Yes, it's a scam to me because
do you know when I took my mind off that shit, that money ritual stuff, whatever. I met one man like that, an old man, and the man told me, I went for an interview, the man said, if you go for money ritual, if you engage in money ritual and it works for you, then your wealth is just around the corner. You were not patient.
That's true. That's well.
The time for you to succeed is around the corner. If you had waited a bit, then definitely that thing will come.
Yes, for sure.
But if it did not succeed, then you were never even destined. Sorry to say that, but
you are Talikalian from heaven.
Probably we should say this Akiyosuyi is now as in destined to be a Talikanian.
I'm telling you. But he's not actually poor though. He's not poor. He
has
a job. He has a house he's staying. He's not staying under the bridge. He's not even begging
For
for
him,
food.
for him to get
I think he's
200,000.
not just contented. That's what I would say.
He's not. He lacks contentment.
You are a thief, bro. That's what I would say. So going back to the doctor's case, I think the government needs to give our doctors time for themselves to rest too, because it's not easy to be working day to day without resting. Don't be smart, because if you go to the hospital, you see the way they'll be calling doctor, doctor this, doctor.
Doctor will be moving to doctor, I'm coming. Doctor.
From one department to from one room to another.
It's not easy.
So
that's why we're saying they need to be taken care of.
Or maybe let's say we need more doctors to be working.
That's part of what they are clamoring for. That there should be replacement of the doctors and nurses
so
that are there.
It should be on shift. You understand? So that if you do this from morning to afternoon, you leave the shift to another person. So I think that would be a very good idea.
What do we have in the comment section?
The last person was okay. Someone said Toyosi Crown said skit makers are making their money big time. Only those that knows the way, Sha. Then Princess Zulu said, well done, Sidon J and Jenny. Thank you.
Thank you.
Elias Kazim said, money ritual is a scam, and that's what I've talked about.
It is.
It's actually a scam.
Money ritual is a scam.
Yeah.
But even as we are talking here, some people is not on this live show. Someone is not on this live show. Thinking
that he wants to do money ritual.
Thinking.
Wait. Have you ever seen anybody on the highest? How will I put it?
Have you ever seen a ritualist
on the richest in the world, or richest in Nigeria?
It's not possible.
Do you have anybody that did ritual that's on the list? I want
It's
you to
not
tell
possible.
Us for where you want to see
You can never get that position.
See, that's the reason why the rich will always be the rich. The poor will always be poor, because the money that you are supposed to use to manage yourself or do business, one babalawo will tell you to bring it.
Signing up for rich